and out of 36 reviews, which means the client has some reviews which I want to see. And also the client is from Canada. Then you can see the client has posted 61 jobs and 73% higher, which means the client is actually hiring people, even though it's not like really good, because you see that the percentage is very low here, 73%. I'm expecting if you are, you should be around 80, 90%, but that's fine. You can see they have 12K total spends on, and they've hired like 46 true active jobs currently, and their average rate is 9.14, which means if you are applying to these clients, you have to know that the average pay, there could be people that are being paid $15, $20, but I don't expect that somebody will be here that are paid $60 or $70, something like that. That's not possible. Those are the things that I normally check. Also, you can check how long has this client been on the platform, so that it gives you more information about the client. Then the next thing for me is I'll come and look at this part. Now, I'll look at this part because I want to know how many invites that the client has already sent and how many proposals are coming. It's between 5 to 10 proposals, so there is still like a low number of proposals that have come in for this job. So if I apply my proposal, it is possible for the client to see my proposal. Client has sent 3 invites. Now, this is important. Most clients have worked with other project managers before, and now they've sent invites for this project manager to apply for the same job. So a job like this is very risky because the client has sent invites out. So maybe they already have somebody in mind that they want to hire. Maybe it is somebody that they've worked with before. Basically, they've sent 3 invites and 1 person has only responded because they still have like 2 unanswered. So this is a good opportunity. Sometimes if you apply for this job, some client will tend to review the proposals that are submitted. It's a situation where you have to make a decision, because it could be that the clients already have somebody in mind. But mostly if they have somebody in mind, they will only send 1 invite. That's the thing. That's the catch there. They will only send 1 invite. And if it is only 1 invite that they send, I will not apply for that job because they already have somebody in mind. But if they have sent 3 invites, it means they've just reviewed some freelancers that they think that they are a good fit, and then they have invited them. So I'll still apply, but I want to apply when the jobs are less than 5 proposals, because by then I'll be able to be on the top spot and maybe boost my proposal a bit to just make sure that I can see my proposal. And if my proposal is really good, more than the people that he has invited, I will get the invite to go for an interview, which is good for me, right? But if they only invited 1 person, then I will not apply for that job. I will reserve my connects because I don't have enough connects. But another way that you can check is to look at the client's history. You come here. 2 things that are really important. Look at the feedback that is provided for this client. What freelancers are saying about this client is very important. It helps you to understand whether this client is a very good person or not, or whether you would like to work with them. Because if you work with a client that is problematic, they will provide very nasty feedback for you. So I'll look for the feedback that freelancers have provided for this client. And second, I'll also look at the feedback that this client has provided for freelancers. Have they provided very nasty feedback? And did they explain what was the problem and so on? So you have to look for this, because I don't want to work for a client who provides bad feedback for freelancers. I don't want to destroy my career on Upwork. So you have to be very careful with that. It has been a great experience with Mike. So first of all, I've gotten the name of the client. The name of the client is Mike. So freelancers, no feedback was provided. This client did not provide a feedback to this freelancers. So this freelancer. So the freelancer has worked for a fixed price of $2,300, and the client did not provide any feedback, which is not juicy, to be honest. Now, here you can see this freelancer has provided like a 3.55 stars rating. He just says stands. So the freelancer, now Mike is providing feedback. He only gave 2 stars. So this is something that I normally look for. So let's look. What's the problem there? What's the problem? So WordPress never approved the plugin. All right. So basically, the freelancers worked on a plugin project, but WordPress did not approve the plugin. They emailed me back 10 things wrong with it. Half of the front-end styles don't look like the mockups. I had to babysit the project. Code quality was bad, not to standard. I suggest VJ uses a linter like Google's blah, blah, blah. Okay. So you can see that this freelancer has not done the job that Mike hired him for. So this is something that I know, okay, it's fair because Mike tried to explain the problem and then provided this as a problem. This could be that the freelancer was busy with other projects, or maybe the freelancer is inexperienced. I also suggest that he uses MVC file structure so you can see another thing that you can learn from this particular conversation is that this particular client has technical background, so he knows what he's doing. Unfortunately for this freelancer, he was not able to deliver what he promised, and therefore the client was not happy and he provided 2 stars. So now this is a big problem for this particular freelancer. And it's not, I don't see any problem here for Mike, the client. It was the freelancer who did not perform. So this is okay for me. I can still apply for this job. Communication is okay, but can be greatly approved. This means improved. VJ often goes offline for days at times when you need him the most. He is decently cooperative, but can be defensive at times, you see. So these are the issues that Mike is highlighting. So what do you think will happen? Do you think people will come and hire a freelancer like this? It's basically has put VJ in a very difficult situation here. So this is why you want to work with clients that are very honest. But to be honest, from this particular discussion, I see that Mike is very honest by explaining, giving the details. And if you are a client out there and you're watching this, it is important that you provide more information so that people understand what really transpired. And be honest, because by you posting a feedback like this for a freelancer, you can make or destroy the career of that freelancer. So, but Mike is very, very courteous here and very good. They've actually worked before, update to freelancing. So they've worked before. You can see he gave 5 stars to VJ, but there was no feedback. He just gave 5 stars. And then you can see also to another freelancer here and so on. So guys, you can check, you can see that this client is really active on this platform. They have about 32 jobs. You can check what then you can assess for yourself.